So in this video, we will focus on minimum value and maximum value. So first we look at critical point, finding the maximum and minimum point, and increasing and decreasing interval. So let us look at the graph. Let's say this is a graph for y is equals to fx. So you can see that this is the peak, this is the top, and this is the bottom. So you can see that this is point A and this is point B. So where the value of x is A, here the value of x is B. So point A is the maximum point, where point B is the minimum point. So you can see that the tangent line of point A and the tangent line for point B is parallel to the x-axis. So we can say that the gradient dy dx is equals to 0. So when we let dy dx is equals to 0, actually I'll try, we let the gradient equals to 0. Next, you can look that I can separate into several intervals. So this is the first interval from negative infinity until A, and this is the second interval from A to B, and this is the third interval from B to positive infinity. So if you refer to the first interval from negative infinity to A, you can see that this curve is increasing. So it's getting higher and higher. So this is increasing interval. So increasing interval, where in increasing interval, dy dx must be greater than 0. Or we choose the positive sign. So positive sign means that is increasing. Whereas in the second interval between A until B, you can see that this interval is decreasing. So decreasing interval, dy dx is less than 0 or negative. So this is decreasing. Finally, in the third interval, b until infinity, again this interval is increasing interval. So dy dx is greater than 0 or positive, greater than 0 or positive. So what I can make a conclusion here is, if we have a maximum point, so the interval must be increased and then decrease. So we will have a maximum point. Vice versa, for the minimum point, the interval must be negative and then positive. So we have a minimum point. Or we can construct a table. Let's say this interval, the first interval is negative infinity until A, refer to the first interval. A until B is the second interval. B until infinity is the third interval. So positive sign means that is increasing. Negative sign means that is decreasing. Same as this one, negative sign, decrease, and then increase. So A is the maximum point, start with positive, and then negative. Whereas for the point B, so it start from minimum point, negative, and then positive. Negative, and then positive is a minimum point. If the interval is positive and then negative, then point A is a maximum point. Next, we look at inflection point for concave up and concave down. So an inflection point is where a curve changes from concave upward to concave downward, or vice versa. Concave upward is when the slope is increasing, whereas concave downward is when the slope is decreases. So the second derivative of y with respect to x tell us if the slope increases or decreases. When the second derivative is positive, the function is concave up. When the second derivative is negative, so the function is concave down. So from here, you have to remember, if we have a positive sign, then the function is concave up, or the interval is concave up. If we have a negative sign, means that the function is concave down for second derivative. So this is the step that involved in solving the question. Let's say step 1, we will find the dy dx or f prime x. based on the given function. Second, we will let f prime x is equals to 0 in order to determine the value of x. And the value of x is known as critical value. Then we can try to find the critical point by substitute x into fx. Remember, if you want to find the critical point, you have to substitute into fx, not f prime x. Next, we'll draw the critical line to determine the number of interval. Fourth, construct the first derivative table. So from the table, we will choose the positive sign for increasing interval, negative sign for decreasing interval. Number 6, determine the extremum point. Extremum point means that it's maximum or minimum by using the first derivative table. If you still remember, increase and decrease we will have the maximum point. If decrease and then increase, we have the minimum point. Number 7, find the second derivative and let the second derivative equals to 0 in order to determine the value of x, which is referred to inflection value. 9, draw the inflection line to determine the number of interval. Number 10, construct the second derivative table. From the table, for the second derivative is positive. If the second derivative is positive, means that it's concave up. If the second derivative is negative, so it means that it's concave down. Finally, determine the inflection point by substitute x against into fx. So this is the step involving in solving the question.